What's up? What's up? What's up? Once again, I'm going live. I didn't go live the other night. I didn't really feel like going live, so I figured, hey, it's a Friday night. Why not go live today and call it After Hours? Matter of fact, Channel of Choice is right on the line with me. What up, Channel of Choice?
Cooling, brother, cooling. Same shit, different toilet, man.
Most definitely. Now, hopefully, even though I'm so many minutes, behind of going live at the whatever set time that I set, hopefully people will get notifications and will actually come in here and actually, have something to say. So, what you think of the posts I made today? If you got to check any of them out.
Um, no, I've really been in the archives all day, Jack. Tell you the truth, I've been in the archives all day, just soaking up some old game, man. Just soaking up old game.
Yeah, I seen you
Cause
comment
I
on
feel,
one of them with old school on there.
yeah, so I kind of feel like, man, the best, well, not the best, but like
Some of.
some of the best was when you first started. So I just went all the way back, man.
Hmm.
And I'm coming up from the bottom. I'm like, nah, we gonna check into some of these old episodes. You get it? Like, but that's just me though. You feel me?
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, a lot of people do that when there ain't nothing new popping. People go way, way, way back. Like I said, I need to formulate because I know people are getting, since I don't got any new playlists made for the ones that I've done recently with Ken on the Lions Den. A lot of people like, they like to listen to the playlist like Series One, Series Two, Series Three, like that. And really, I usually make a playlist by now. I've been late as hell on doing that. I'm supposed to make a playlist for after a period of time. I'll make a new playlist so people can just straight hit the playlist and back to back to back to back to hearing them. But as soon as I get some little set aside time, I'll handle that issue.
So you watching the comments?
Yeah, I'm watching right now. Yeah,
Streamer said she want to know something off the record.
yeah,
I
that's
don't know
what
if she.
that's what we spoke on. I hit his line right before a little
Oh,
bit.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. Because he came in like way before I was even live and posted that. So right now like I said, he probably listening to some old content, like you said, going into the archives. To me, that's how a lot of people. If you're new and you're coming to Tukudakan, that's a good start. Go to the archives. I got a lot of them. You could get a better idea of the channel. Like, okay, this is the direction that Reek's coming with or whatever. When you come to Tukudakan.
And one thing I know is that like it's the Lions Den before the Lions Den was even the Lions Den. You know what I'm saying?
Now, when you say that, break that down.
That it's just interviews with PK, but it ain't the Lions Den.
Right,
You know what
right.
I mean? And they all got specific titles and but it ain't like the Lions Den. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like
yeah,
it was before the Lions Den. You feel me?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
so
That's
I was checking out a bunch of them. You dig? Like before the book was even out. He was breaking down how, he got into the book game and everything, which was real cool too.
right.
Talking about he was in the joint, talking about I'm finna be a writer and everything else. Then got out, and pretty much sold a book and didn't even have a book. Man, if that ain't some game for you right there.
Huh.
He said he had just made the website, made the name for it or whatever. Then, some cats hit him like, okay, well, woo woo. And he was like, I ain't even wrote the book yet. I'm like, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I mean? But he was so known, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then he ended up turning them down because there wasn't enough ducks. You did, but it's just that simple fact. You know what I mean? Like that's some that's some think and grow rich type stuff. You know what I'm saying? He thought it before it even manifested.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In the joint. You did, like, that's just phenomenal. I'll say that. That's phenomenal, man. Like,
But like I was saying with the situation when you were saying that you were thinking certain things and you know it was coming about and coming to pass, what we say we can actually make happen. Just like this situation I was breaking down how you know we came about the lines and it was just a simple nonchalant conversation and you know it is what it is today. Words have
so,
power, you know. A lot of people say things frivolously and think, oh, I'm just saying that. No, don't say it if you don't actually mean it. You can bring something about in your life that you may not want, you know?
I think Street Rich is actually checking out that video because he ain't responding. Did you even send out notifications for the night or not?
No, I just went live. You know, I did the, you know, I set the timer, but that's about it. I didn't, you know, post it in where I posted affirmations or nothing like that. So, you know, people probably not, they haven't seen it. So they're like, oh, I didn't even know he went live. But then again, YouTube be giving all these kind of new kind of updates. So every time they have a new update, you know, the ones that they probably know they can't play ball with, they know they'll set them back. And I'm one of the people that probably on the list for setting back.
And something else real quick off topic. I even ran across the Fallon Jones interview, man. She do got a beautiful mind, man. I gotta say that. You know, she just, the way she was speaking and what y'all was talking about and everything, you know, it was actually manipulation. But she spoke on both sides, men and women, and I was like, damn.
Right.
I'm just listening, like, you know, like, ooh. I was just listening to her, right? Like, okay, yeah, this who Fallon's talking about right here.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to the whole joint. I didn't like half listen to it like I do some video. I listened to the whole joint till it went off.
Huh. Yeah, she be dropping science. Like I said, I wish she didn't delete some of her things she was speaking on her own channel. She had more content to that, but I don't know what reason she, you know, took it down, but it was good, you know. Like I said,
what Righteous up to tonight, man?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's he probably out moving and shaking Friday night.
Right. Yeah, he be making a scene. You know, don't get it twisted. Righteous be in the paint. I was shocked when he dropped in on a live. I'm like, oh, you know, I seen him come in. I'm like, I ain't used to seeing Righteous come in like that. Usually, I, you know, hit him up. Yeah, I usually hit him on a horn and be like, hey, let's do something. I don't know.
Very cool with Miss Lisa too. She been kind of in the back burner too. I ain't seen her for a couple of days.
Yeah, that is true. Usually she be, you know, but then again, I ain't really been on, and you know, I do usually go on times where she really be in the mix. So I don't know. Hopefully, matter of fact, I want to say Rated Shot said he was supposed to be coming into town, so I'm gonna have to check in with him and see if he actually touched down or not, because I know he want to do an actual live video. So, you know, whenever I hook up with him, you know, we could get a shot with Rated Shot.
Rated Shot sound like my uncle, man.
I want to say you and Rated Shot the same age.
I'm just saying, like my real life uncle. He sound like my damn uncle, man. Like he got the same voice and shit.
Huh.
He kind of laid back and shit, you know. I'm like, man, that nigga sound like my uncle. He's not, obviously, but you know. Anyways, after hours, man.
After hours.
A lot of shit goes on after hours.
That is the truth. The truth, man. See, that, I mean, I know what you're saying, and maybe I should start doing that more, you know, But it's like I be, Fridays you get to moving around. I'm like, man, I should have made the post way earlier and say, yeah, I'm going on at this time. So, but then again, it's Friday. I know people trying to, get into something. Females trying to let something get into them. Who knows? People doing things still.
Yeah.
I guess a heads up is always good. I remember Cadillac J. was like, man, you gotta start sending me a heads up so then I'll know. I'm like, yeah, that does make sense. I don't know what it's doing in the Wisconsin side, but I'm seeing young snowflakes on my side of the land.
we got some snow. It came out of nowhere too. But luckily I was off the plantation for a little bit, so it's all good. It's all good. I ain't do nothing but sit in the crib and eat, cool out, man. I ain't even have to get out here and slide in it. But it kind of melted for the most part, as far as, it's actually coming down again.
See?
Boy, I tell you.
Right.
I tell you.
You see, Street Rich came in.
Oh, okay. What up, Street? Hey, shit, niggas be lying so hard. That must be off topic what he talking. He must be talking on you.
Yeah, no, the off topic matter we were speaking on.
Yeah. Niggas be lying.
Now, Street Rich, I know, since this in the public square, we don't want to drop no names on the joint, but are you referring to what I recommended you to listen to? Let's see if you'll be able to respond real quick off of that one. Okay. Like I said, that's not something you could just take in a little bit of time. Like, okay, I got it all down. I think this. You gotta listen to the whole thing, then you'll understand. Matter of fact, I want to say Lisa Smith's made a comment and got a timestamp on what part you should go to really hear how someone essentially eats their words, or backpedals on what the fuck they say.
You say, yeah, you seen that. But man, as I came across, man, what going to the watch gonna come out in the rest, man. Period.
All
it's
right.
Real simple.
Let me add them to the call. Let me see. Where is it at? Street Rich, what's up? Can you hear me?
Hello.
What up?
Yeah, man. I know, son, nigga. It ain't even my kilo.
Okay.
But it's just crazy, man. Supposed to be painting this picture. That's why I said, man, about that, like, a lot of folks be claiming the game. It's just be smoke and mirrors. That should be a facade, man.
Right.
Should be a facade. That's why I never say, what I'm saying, I'm the game and nothing like that. I just be like, man, I done did a little something. You know what I'm saying? But there's too many rules in this shit. That's why I say I can never do that anyway. But how some folks be talking, they try to act like they done went by every rule of the game.
Right.
Man, I'm talking about, if you see some of the stuff I done seen, I would never thought, you know what I'm saying, that person would say the stuff that how John broke them down. I don't even know who other dude was. John broke them down to centimeters.
Yeah, that's my partner. He be in the street all the time. Matter of fact, he used to have we used to do a thing on there, but he's actually in the street, so it's hard to, hey, let's do some kind of video. He'd be like, man, I gotta make money right now. So A little bit of time that I did get them, you know, that's the audios that you see with them on here.
Well, it's crazy. You just popped the whole bubble. I'm glad I heard it and I seen that before. Cause it was too much going on. Now I knew it was slick talking the game. You know what I'm saying? Cause some people try to rush you to do certain things.
Right.
And I'm like, man, I don't feel like it's something about dude. You know what I'm saying? It just don't happen. You know, everything come out, man. Everything come out. I ain't even gonna speak on that no more, though. So what's the subject, man?
I just called it after hours, so you know we kind of bouncing around talking about whatever you know. It's our
We
mind.
need to talk about people lying, man. You know what I'm saying? People just need to stop lying, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I ain't got that background just to be lying. If I don't know something, I just ain't even gonna speak on it for real. Like, if I know some of it, I'm gonna say my partner or my brother or, you know what I'm saying? And this what I done seen, you know what I'm saying? Or I ain't gonna never say I know for sure until I really just know, you know what I'm saying, around that area and I seen it from my own eyes.
Right.
And it just crazy. Big face, real. But I just some keep on telling me, I be like, man, folks ain't living like they be, you know what I'm saying, putting on, you know what I'm saying. This world is like a movie, though, but you can't knock it though, you know what I'm saying. Everything is a hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody can move. You just gotta know how to play your script right. You know what I'm saying? Whatever script you choose to play, you gotta go all the way with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you don't, you know what I'm saying, you won't get what you want out the game, out of any game you win. You know what I'm saying? So if you dressing up to be able to work there every day, you gotta dress up in that uniform and play that part until you get to the manager position. If you dressing up to be a pimp, you gotta play that part all the way out. You know what I'm saying? Till you get where you going to. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it just goes on from the laws of attraction. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you speak things into existence, and if you keep playing like you play sleep for so long, you gonna really fall asleep, and that's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, Street. So let me ask you this though. So we talk about cats lying. We talk about faking, fraud. You did. So how you feel about faking till you make it though? What's your opinion on that?
But that's the same thing I just said. You gotta on any situation you gotta put that uniform on. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying? It's like speaking things to exist. You gotta put yourself in, like, you gotta say I'm a millionaire right now, rich right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's really not. You can look at it both ways. You can say it's faking until you make it, or you can say you using the laws, the principle of the world. You know what I'm saying? Speaking things to existence and acting it out. You know what I'm saying? That's in that book we was talking about the other day. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta write yourself a check and put the check in your pocket, and it'll bring it to you. The universe will bring it to you. So it's just like everybody plays a certain game, but they don't want to say, man, I'm imagining it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to say, you know what I'm saying, because they say if you really, and you gotta really psych yourself out, like boxers, like Mike Tyson. He said he had to psych yourself out. Like, I'm gonna take his head off, and that's what he jumped in the ring and did. So if you don't got no ability to psych yourself out, you ain't gonna make it too far in this world.
That's true.
Okay. So Rick, what's your opinion of it? What's your opinion on it?
My opinion of fake it till you make it. I mean, I would say it's a bad thing in this day and time. Now, maybe in a time where people use it as like a training wheel, and then once the training wheels broke off, you got to work and doing what you was doing. You was really about it. But now, with social media and all this, people posting up fake money, standing next to cars that they know that ain't theirs, and I'm faking it till I'm making. No, you're not. You just bullshitting. and trying to get people to think a certain kind of way, and you ain't never gonna do any of this shit you're talking about, you know. So yeah, that's dangerous in this time.
You really gotta be doing it though. You can't just be faking it. Like this, man. That's why I really don't agree with faking it till you make it. You gotta really be putting the effort in. You got if you looking like a rapper, you gotta be really rapping. You can't just be looking like a rapper and telling folks I'm a rapper and you ain't got one fucking song out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not faking it till you make it. They're just faking it. You know what I'm saying? You just being a fucking liar. You just lying. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be straight time, man. You trying to come to folks out, and really you might not ain't getting no money. You probably just trying to trigger bitch.
Right.
Like this is lame as fuck. To me, I don't give a fuck how you look at it. It's lame as fuck. If you like, I don't wear fake jewelry. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that because it's like this lame. Like some folks, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know. To each his own, but to me that's lame as fuck. I'm gonna buy the real shit. I don't give a fuck if I gotta take a year to get that motherfucker out. I'm gonna wait and buy the real shit. I ain't gonna just put on and say, oh, okay, I'm gonna fake it and wear this until I get something else. I'd rather not wear shit at all.
Right.
That shit. You know what I'm saying? This is how I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Not
I ain't gonna fake shit, so I make shit.
Now let's look at it from this aspect. With you bringing up jury, I was just at Walmart tonight, and at Walmart, this dude came over to the intercom and said, "Hey, everybody in Walmart, if everybody make it over to the jury counter, we're giving everybody in the store free jury." Don't you know the motherfuckers ran all over to the jury counter and said, "Yeah, we're giving you some free jury, but you just got to stand here and listen to essentially my spiel." So essentially, he was trying to sell 3 chains, and they ain't real. None of them was real. Oh, it's just this new kind of electroplating where, you know, it don't hurt your neck or anything like that. But dude's wearing a full collar shirt with the jury on. I'm like, none of this shit's touching your neck though. He's, oh man, you ain't supposed to tell them that. Like, because you know if that fake shit touch your neck's gonna be fucked up because it's not real. You know, but you're selling these people, you got these people over here because it's like, oh, you're gonna get some free jury. And then after all the spill and everything, he gives them these little fake ass little pendants. I'm like, that ain't even real jury. He's like, I never said it was real jury. I just said you're getting some jury. Like, see, look how they got all these people fooled. He's like, man, get out of here. You spoiling the little spiel I'm running. So essentially, he needs people to come over there to buy that fake shit because he's probably getting some kind of cut off of, you know, however many little fake chains he sells and things. So I look at it from 2 aspects. The person that's trying to sell you on that bullshit so they could come up, and then you just actually putting yourself in a position to, like you said, put so much money down on layaway on some real jury that you really want. You know, do that. Go the slow route. You still gonna get it at the end versus, oh, I'm shining now. No, that shit's fake. People know what real shit is compared to the fake.
Yeah. And then, you know, I heard folks talking about I was a millionaire and all this shit. It made me think like, nah, you flogging about all this shit. There's one thing about getting caught doing some fake shit. The motherfuckers that look at you fake all the way around the board. You know what I'm saying? It just make you feel a whole nother type of way about a person. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, just keep it real, man. You know what I'm saying? Just sometimes you just, man, you can put on like Jesus say, how he put on for the city. And you can put on like, you know what I'm saying? You got a real Jeremiah. I got some more of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't got it right now. I got it on the way. You know what I'm saying? You can say, I got some more of that shit. You know you got it on the way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You really not lying. You just spitting the truth. You know what I'm saying? So,
but see, this is how where.
And I have your DS, and it's put up.
What'd you say, Choice? Choice.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh. No.
He said you got GPS and it's put up. What you say? Oh no, I was talking to somebody else. My bad.
Cause I was like, what you talking about? I thought you was coming in what we was talking about, but Cadillac Cadillac J just trying in. He said just checking in from Club Onyx in Charlotte. What's up, people? I'll check the replay about it. Okay.
Onyx, he's going down in that joint.
Huh.
They ain't gotta be there, but you know, Onyx got a name.
Now let me run this part about lying. See, this is where it can fool some people, and this is an aspect people need to know about too. It could be older people that could have been doing it in their day, and you could have seen them doing it. So when they say, "Oh, I got this going on," you might not second guess them because it's like, "Well, I did see them move in this fashion," but they could have fell off, and you don't know that. That's how you could get hooked on certain shit. Like, oh damn, he got me. You know, he ain't really doing it like that. You know, if you talk to one of his older school, you know, a partner that's around his age, like, no, he fell off. He's just trying to, you know, get on from you now because you look at him in this certain kind of light. You know what I'm saying? Versus like say a young dude, he's just trying to get on. So some people that are young, they put on, you know, fake it till you make it, so you know they can get with a certain crowd of people, and hopefully, you know, they can start coming up and then, you know, doing big things. Versus the older person that could have been doing it, you know, they probably done fell off. So like I said, you know, they may be faking it to get back on as being an old person, you know. So it's different ways you can look at these situations.
Yeah. But they better be talking about what they did, and they better have proof. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one good thing about this generation, man. Like, and you gonna have videos or cars, or you gonna have something like pictures just so, you know what I'm saying, it's about so out there, man. So if you really say, like, I was around Diddy back in the day. Well, I was with Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? You nowadays, nigga be like, shit, if you ain't got the picture of the video, and you ain't got the proof.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, let me see you with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you want, after the year win a trophy, you'll take a picture with the trophy. At least you can't just be saying no anything. You know what I'm saying? And thinking niggas gonna believe you. Like,
but see, let me stop you right there, Sharice. The Navi, the people that are not, you know, really, you know, that bright will believe that. But a sharp person, a person that is really about it, that's why they question it. That's why people that say that shit, once you challenge them, they don't like you around, because it's like, oh, wait a minute, he's gonna get everybody else to, you know, see that I'm fraudulent, so I can't fuck with this person no more.
Yeah. But back about the truth shit, the truth gonna come out sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? There's one thing about it. That was Tonight Show. The truth will come out, no matter how much game you try to run and say this. Man, you gonna, like, at the right time. If you search for it, you gonna find it.
Right.
Anything you search for, you gonna find it. You know what I'm saying? And it might fuck you up when you find out that, like, you want to find out the guarantee, and shit, you search for that shit long enough, you might fuck yourself up, be like, damn, I already knew it was going, you know what I'm saying, in the back of my head, but now I done figured this shit out, and she really doing it, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like speaking shit to the two of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, and end up, bam, it pop right in your face. Or see, thing about that though, if you keep on looking for something, you're gonna find it, and then you might find some shit that you don't, that might not even be it, but then you sort of stuck on it, and you know what I'm saying, that it's gonna be that. Damn, now you fool yourself. You know what I'm saying? So damn, it's gonna happen now, because now you done put it in the universe. Now she gonna end up with another nigga because you done stretched so much that shit is gonna end up happening for real.
Right.
You know, so it's just crazy how the mind works, and how, like, we really can use it on so many levels and really make our own universe. You know what I'm saying? Our own reality. You
right.
Know what I'm saying? Indeed.
Man, what was the other part that we were talking? What was we were speaking on Well, kind of you kind of hit on what me and Choice was speaking on Street Rich about the lying, and you trying to act like you're this kind of person. But think about it like this: me and Choice, we was talking about how people proclaim they're, like you said, are from this certain life, but how I was coming at it like, well, maybe this person got their dick knocked in the dirt, but they don't want to tell the public that. They want to keep portraying like, well, they don't know about my issue where it got knocked in the dirt. So, since I speak a certain kind of way and people gravitate to that, I could keep running with it because, nobody's challenging me. And if anybody does challenge me, you know, I'll just block them or, excommunicate them. So, they don't
Yeah,
they won't hear what I'm, trying to what manipulation game I'm trying to run down on them.
yeah. Just like a lot of niggas who turn thin and turn to be rats. You know what I'm saying? They gonna put on the persona like they still the realest nigga in the world, but deep down inside they feel a whole nother type of way. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
they gonna put on the persona that they still that street nigga and they still, you know what I'm saying, doing this and doing that. You know what I'm saying? The real street way. But really they working with the people, so they really cheating the whole time. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it goes deeper than just one, you know what I'm saying, just in one way, you know? So, that's why I say, man, the world we live in, man, is just, that's why I was listening to that, man, that Kanye West, his little interviews and shit, what, he interviewed with some fat boy, big boy, some shit like that. Y'all gotta go check that out. But he basically like people people so stuck on stupid, you know what I'm saying, that everybody wanna hear about the same thing. I got your bitch. I do this. You know what I'm saying? He was like, but really in real life, Instagram got your bitch, the social media got your bitch. You know what I'm saying? We program the social media, we wake up every day and she posting pictures and she checking on to social media before she check on you every day. So it's like we so stuck in this world, like it's a fabricated life we live in, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of folks wake up early in the morning and check social media before they even check on their own people, you know what I'm saying? This
Right.
is just crazy. Dude ain't slowed down, got training sense. He just woke up and he got out his nature. Like everybody stuck in this matrix, and them people know what the fuck they doing. They want us to be stuck in this matrix, but some folks making their money out this matrix. So I can't knock a person who's making their money out this matrix, but just don't be stuck in this right head first. Like sometimes we gotta put these phones down and you know what I'm saying, chill with our family. And so, you know what I'm saying, I'm finna watch my kids, man, because your kids be getting bad as hell doing everything in the world trying to get your attention. But we so stuck in this matrix that we don't even see what they doing out here no more. You know what I'm saying? We
Mm-hmm.
trying to put on for a world that don't give a fuck about it.
That's true. Now tell me this. Now you saying no, he's on his money and everything. Then what do you think of the Bill Cosby situation? Because he has a lot of money and it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? They wanted him.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, I'm just saying some people take care of their children with their situation. Like Bill Cosby will take care of his children with his situation, of course, but at the same time, he was around them people long enough to know that, man, these people ain't right. These people only gonna let me go so far. They kept on testing the water. Just like I believe Trump got wrapped up in the matrix because after he got out, he tried to, to turn his back like kill Illuminati, man. It ain't no white man that won everything. He was trying to trick his own self to believe that, man, it ain't really like that in this world, but really he just messed his own stuff up. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, he was trying to go and get like shit out of somebody the other day. Like some people like a lot of dudes, you know what I'm saying, who have been through things that they fumbled with when they were young, you know what I'm saying, they overcompensate with it when they get older. You know what I'm saying? And I think Park was just he went wild because he really was a dancer type of thing. He went wild, he was trying to overcompensate of what he done to get out of all them situations he was in. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of made himself go crazy, like when folks do the movies. Like when you do those movies, those big time movies, like they say after Pac did Juice, it turns to he really wants to turn it to Juice. Every person who do the Joker died. Every person who did the Joker died. You know what I'm saying? It's like it turned you to another type of person.
Well, wait, Street Rich. You said everybody that did the Joker died?
Like everybody who did the Joker before, like the last 2 or 3, 4, they died or got on real bad drugs. They turned to a whole other type of person.
Because you know I was gonna say, what you call it? Did the Joker and nothing happened to him? Jack Nicholson.
Okay, you right. You might be right, but they said they changed everybody who did the Joker. Like they changed like that. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at something the other day. They were like, man, like certain roles, like really, like turn you to a whole another person because you get deep down into that role. So I'm gonna go and check with make sure exactly. You know what I'm saying? What they were saying about the Joker, you know what I'm saying, everybody who did the Joker. And I'm gonna get back with you, but I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, stamp that way, because you might be right on that. They were like, everybody who did the Joker, like, trained, like, they start acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude who just did the Joker, his interviews, they like, he just be like, he don't answer quick, he just answers just one question, like, yup, you right. You know what I'm saying? And like you just gotta look at that. You gotta look at the John interview. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I gotta peep that.
Yeah, you gotta peep this right now. Just be like everybody who plays the Joker. You know how to look stuff up. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about being able to read between the lines, though, ain't it?
You right about this.
Because even if you play the part, you know, even if you play the part, that don't mean that you know what I mean, some certain things just got to go that way, you know. But they be playing the part, like they tell you the script before you do it, and afterwards you kind of cool with it. That could be the case.
Most time, folks who get into like scenes like the Joker, like this new dude that did his Joker, he locked himself in a hotel for 2 months. Just being that person. Some people couldn't get out that role, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you play a role so long, you know what I'm saying? Psychologically, you that person. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, hard to get, like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything in this world is basically, you know what I'm saying? You playing a role. Like, when you a gangster, you really playing a role. Because I haven't seen folks who get out, go to jail, and get out, and they ain't don't act nothing like they used to act. But when they was on the street, they were really gangster. They were really shooting people, killing people. It's like whatever you put in your head, that's what you will, that's what you gonna turn to be. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be that type of person. So if you hang with 10 killers, you're gonna be another killer. You know what I'm saying? Because other killers gonna push you to be a killer because you hanging with the killer. You know what I'm saying?
It's rubbing off on you.
Now I'll give you two different examples. One is Johnny Depp when he played Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, I watched an interview with him, and they said, you know, do you ever watch, you you play the character? He's like, I don't never watch any of that. He's like, how can you not watch? He's like, that's not me up on the screen. And when you think about it, he's right, because he's playing something that's totally not him. But how he made it seem like something comes over me. Now that almost made me think of like almost like a possession, like a demon possession or something like that. Because he said it's not me. And he kept stressing that. In the other example, I don't know if you have the actual DVD of Superfly, the original Superfly. If you go to the director's cut, they're talking, it's like outtakes where they're talking with Ron O'Neal. And they're asking, well, how did you get into the role of, being priest? He's like, he's totally not like how I would be. He said he would, if you hear how he talked, I don't know if any of y'all heard how like Vin Rhames talks, like, when he's just a regular common person. he doesn't talk like
Right.
how he's been in any of his movies. You wouldn't even think that's Ving Rhames, but he was
Right.
essentially
He's
talking like that.
functional and intellectual.
Yeah. So that's essentially how Ron O'Neal was talking. Like he wouldn't be a running buddy of mine, and you know he's talking real proper and everything. You'd be like, wow, you played a good role, because from what I'm seeing in Superfly versus how you're talking now is totally different. So like you said, Sri Rich, is the ability to turn it on and turn it off. You know, you get verse around these certain people that are, you know, running in the street, and you're picking up what they do. You got it mastered enough, just like, you know, the person that we were talking about. They don't probably read enough street books and been around enough real people to pick up what, you know, what they run down to sell it to the public. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's massive manipulation, you know what I'm saying? But they did say if you do something for like 28 days, like this was working out or anything, it changes you to that person. If you do it for 28 days, I ain't gonna make this fact either, but I gotta go listen to it again because I'm in my studying mode. But if you do something repetitively, like just over and over, like 28 days, because you know Herman, we you know what I'm saying? Damn, I forgot what you call them. But you know we do the same thing basically. You know what I'm saying? Every day we basically do the same thing. We get used to, you know what I'm saying, doing the same things over and over and over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you change we creatures of habit, exactly. So if you do the same thing over 28 days, that turn, you know what I'm saying, basically that's you now. You know what I'm saying? So if you wake up every day and you grab your pills and you go outside and you know what I'm saying, you stay on the block, if you do it for 28 days, you're going to get comfortable. You're going to like, okay, man, this is me right now. You know what I'm saying? This is how they look at me. This is my image. And folks get lost in their own image, you know what I'm saying, instead of changing it up. Like, instead of going a different way to work, you probably go the same exact way to the spot you go work at, to the spot you go to the gym, and to the spot you go to the gas station. You go to the same exact gas station. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to test your brain and say, okay, I ain't going to go there, well, I'm going to go this way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just certain things, man. We just gotta train our brain to be different. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why a lot of people they like, okay, I'm gonna go fishing, I'm gonna go hunting. They know so much about the world, you know what I'm saying? And they life, they world, and the whole. After you do it for so long around, I'm like, why you doing me? Why you usually go this way?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You even training her because you doing the same thing every time. She can almost tell you exactly which way you gonna go. It's gonna take you 10 minutes to get down that street, or 15 minutes to get back to this street. You know what I'm saying? Because you go the same exact way. If she wants to tread, she can go someone kind of tread almost because you do the same exact thing. You got the same routine. But when you start switching it up, you start running some different stuff. You start seeing stuff like billboards, like they're giving you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? To give you motivation you never seen certain things, you know what I'm saying? And that's how you get to a whole nother mindset. That's why people who go to different states, they start picking up on different things because it's game all around you.
Right.
If you only stay in the same hood for your whole life, you only know that hood. So you know it's like living and dying right there. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Street Risk, now listen to this. I'm about to put both of y'all up on game again. You know how I break down movies. You sparked something in my head that I seen it, but what you're saying, it made me think of it. Okay, back to the same movie, Superfly. At the beginning, remember when Priest's partner came through and he's like, yeah, the fat man ain't got your money. And he's like, that's his ass. Essentially, them dudes was playing Priest. They had his money. But why did they say they didn't have his money?
Shit, the test.
to test them, but to essentially come up. They knew Priest had another alternative, like, okay, you got to do something else then. So with them doing something else, they kept the money. They still got him his money by doing something else, but that was their way to come up. You know what I'm saying? That's their bumper to come up, because they already had his money. So they went to go do that thing. And think about it like this. When Street Rich was talking about repetitive, he said, you know that thing I told you about? Take him on it. He knew it was a dude that always has money coming out of, you know, the Italiano dude they got up on in the red Cadillac. You know, that he pulled a gun on and took the bank rolls from. He knew dude was doing that all the time. So essentially, it's like repetitive. I got schemes that I haven't even put into motion, but I know that they're going on daily. You get what I'm saying? It's like routines. Yeah. You can find someone's routine, like they always do this. If your mind's set to, okay, now I'm on robbery mode, then I know to hit this person because they're always doing this at this time. They don't change up, never.
Yeah, that's why I said my motto is make it move. And think about everybody who really get robbed is these things. We call them in, we call them sitting ducks. When you sitting and you a sitting duck, like a person know you sitting in a certain spot, you know what I'm saying, or you do it too long, like this a sitting duck, and this the person who always get robbed. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like you pull up your house, you blow twice. Bam, yeah, if you do it for too long, everybody gonna know, there's this person out there who just, you know what I'm saying, pull it up. So bam, you know what I'm saying, that's even me. I have to change it up, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes I have to go straight in the house. You know what I'm saying, then I blow twice, go ride around like Tesla used to do. He used to walk around the house 3 times. But if I was a new Tesla, back then I would have caught on to that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we just creatures of habit, you know what I'm saying? So everybody got a certain thing they do, and then a lot of folks don't know they doing the certain thing because the people don't think about what they doing every day. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll catch on then when we do certain things because we sharpen each other up. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of folks do stuff every day and don't even know they doing.
Right.
Program. They just program in the matrix, man.
That, you know? And they don't even know that someone may be paying attention to that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can even say if you got a gal that you know, okay, she's gonna do this. I say this, she's automatically gonna say this. I know her. I know she doesn't deviate from the situation. That's why in relationships, people peep when someone's cheating. If you really tuned in, because it's like, okay, she does this as a routine. Now she ain't doing this. Now she's getting all dressed up. She don't never do this. This is out of the norm. What is she doing?
Yeah. Exactly. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Exactly what you said. Exactly.
And see, a lot of people, they'll get threw off. They'll be like, oh, well, she said this. No. Peep the patterns. The patterns are more stronger than this out of the blue. Like, okay, now she's going to do this, or vice versa. It could be a dude. You getting all G'd up. You don't never get G'd up through the week. What you doing?
Yeah. That's why you always supposed to switch up. And if you always making moves all the time, you switching up, a person can never figure you out. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people that niggas can't figure me out no more because they ain't around to watch me. So it's the people who watch me where they really can't figure you out. You know what I'm saying? That's why folks try to keep a tab on you. Anybody who want, like, the people who rob you, the people who closest to you anyway, because they think they got you figured out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If they can never figure you out, they're like, man, see, we'll go on somebody easier. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why you gotta stay moving. You gotta stay in motion, because if you're in motion, you constantly in motion, somebody either gonna have to tell you, and it's up to you to be fast enough to lose that tail. You know what I'm saying? And life can be like that. You know, back when I was in the way. You did, like, I used to stay in motion. You know, that made it harder for, you know, a cat to know when I'm coming home or know anything, period, because I'm staying in motion. So you're going to have to put full time into following me to even figure out my script. You know what I'm saying?
And then if they don't know you, they can be following you and they can follow you because they depth trap. They don't know what you got on them. That's why it be most of your partners that get you touched because they like, he ain't got the scrap on him at this time. Or he don't, he move like this. He gonna have about $this money on pull it out. They show you money and everything. You're like, move. If you think about all the robbery moves, when they make the plan out, they say, oh, the truck gonna stop right here. How the truck stop right here, he jump out right there. You know what I'm saying? Like on every single movie. Movies be telling you how folks hit big leagues, how folks do big things and stuff in the world. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing in the movie. That's
Right.
how folks really get down.
Yeah, they kind of dress it up with, oh, that's impossible. No, they put some of that in there so you'll be like, no, I couldn't even see attempting this or this not even happening. No, they're doing that so you don't really see the bigger picture of what's really going on.
Yeah, and what I'm saying, the folks who really get out with the biggest robbers because they got inside people who can tell them list of that really nobody ain't got a clue on but the inside people. You know what I'm saying? So just to say that, the biggest robbers is inside jobs.
And you know what I think the coldest one is? I think y'all could look it up. It's easy to look it up. It happened in Vegas. And they don't really talk about it in the media when it happened. It was a dude, this is probably maybe 4 years ago. Dude out in Vegas, probably around 4 or 5 in the morning, rolled up to, I think it was the Venetian, on a motorcycle right on the sidewalk, ran in there and robbed them of all the black chips, like all the high-powered chips. Came out of there, had a backpack, and shot off on a motorcycle when during the time like that weird hour when it's like almost shift changes where they're about to, the one cops is going up and the new cops is coming on. Turns out they finally caught dude. They was about to change up all the chips because they know if you turn in them chips, you getting money. Turns out the dude that did it, his father was like a judge or something like that. So he knew all the intel on, what time the shifts happen with the different cops, what time the casino is not really packed at certain times and everything. The only thing that threw him off because he had a drug problem. But just think if he did that and didn't have no kind of substance abuse problem, he probably would have got away with all of that.
Yeah, that's cool. So I said, like we just so much the people of habit, we just gotta change it up. Especially the people who heard this that, you know what I'm saying? The reason why you heard it, you know what I'm saying? Like everything happened for a reason. Like I heard that nigga for a reason, so it got me pumped up on this situation, and it made me learn. Okay, you gotta really watch folks out here because some of these people slicker and slick. You know what I'm saying? You probably be a good person. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta watch out. You know what I'm saying? For the people who really target good people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's why they say good people die young. You know what I'm saying? Because they get hated on the most. You know what I'm saying? Because they know if they give, the more they give, you know what I'm saying, they get way more back. The universe just works like that. And some people envy them type of people because they like, man, I don't see how he stay on top. I don't know why. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So it's just get on their skin that this person can stay on all their life, and then, you know what I'm saying, a person who doing everybody wrong and just trying to come up any way they can and crossing whoever they got to cross, they always end up back on their ass every time.
Right. You know, and I also peep too, you can tell, like you said, when you were speaking on when people try to be extra, they're trying to overcompensate for something. Like, when you see a person too antsy and always looking behind their back when people walk up, that's because you did some dirt in the past where you're always looking for someone trying to get you. If you're confident and you're not moving like that, where you're like, man, I feel like someone's gonna, do something to me. You don't you're not real antsy like that, you know. That's one way of, you know, telling through people's body language how they're always looking around and thinking, who is this person, who is this person, and stuff
I
like
ain't gonna
that.
lie, paranoia comes from all types of things. Like even like people who've been in the military, like paranoia come. You know what I'm saying? It comes from all types of situations they be in. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I hit a paranoid spot. Like when I seen the most money out of my whole life, I was paranoid because it's like I never seen it so much. It just makes you just feel like people watching you. Then like two of my partners got killed right like at the same time. So it's just like my paranoid state just was pumped up. And it's like, man, it's just something that feel like, you know what I'm saying? And I had to leave. That's why I never listened.
Yeah, but I'm understanding that aspect you're talking about. I'm talking about the one we were kind of talking about, the person that thinks they know it all. You know what I'm saying? They know it all.
Yeah.
If you know it all, why are you so antsy? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like when folks trying to sneak talk you all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm supposed to practice all day sneak talking to people, you know what I'm saying? And think everybody gonna jump on it. Sometimes folks try to hurry up and make you jump on because they know if you're smart enough, you're gonna figure them out. You know what I'm saying? And the more they keep you around, the more you gonna see straight forward. Especially if you're a guy body, especially if you know what I'm saying. You got those six senses popping like a motherfucker. Like you don't know if somebody just trying to run game on you. They just trying to hold out. Hold on, let me see if this person, you know what I'm saying, don't get mad if I say nah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like people, like it's just funny. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I gotta chime in, man. I gotta say, man, I like how you said, kind of be like, oh, I got your bitch, and really Instagram got your bitch. You did, like that was, you know, that was heavy right there. A lot of folks might not have caught that, you know. I caught it though. You feel me? Like that's deep. That's deep right there. You know. Social media got a motherfucker. Got people going crazy, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't even money no more. Attention really running everything. Like folks dying for attention.
Right.
Literally dying for attention. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't seen like this either. I already shit my folks doing anything just to go viral. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? There's a place where she'll lead the dude that when that show turns out and the show he just sing you through doing and he just the one this movement, whatever his name is.
Oh, you talking about Power or not Power? Empire.
Empire.
Yeah.
Look what Dennis Smoley just did. That man head bread. He just wants some more attention, some more. It get addictive. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa. Let's slow that up. It's attention, but think about it. I think that was a hidden agenda to push a narrative of the alphabet people. You know what I'm saying? Someone got in his ear about that. Like, do this.
Yeah.
And if it fails, then, you know, because really nothing really bad happened to them. Now, let that have been any other regular brother. You know how many issues you be facing doing some stuff like that? But
and another thing, they probably trying to push their show because Power was like doing too many number passes. See, when Empire first came out, it was the shit. Like it was a rating, like the ratings was super fast. It was up there. They had to try to make something happen so they can make their show get more seen. And see, if you would have failed for it, everybody be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't tune in to see what else. They probably gonna put something in the Power to make it, you know what I'm saying, to honor him. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And he was gonna shoot out to a whole nother level. If they could have honored him in that type of way, he probably had roles everywhere by the time. Cause they did they last the 15 shows just met. So he probably would have been taking out way back with roles everywhere. But it didn't go right. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it ain't go right because he ain't really got no street smarts, and nothing about his story added up. It just didn't even make sense.
Right.
Like, it was just stupid. Everything about it. Like, who finna leave that crib in sub-zero below?
Sub-zero in the 50s. In the 50s below. No.
To go get some Subway. And that Subway probably wasn't even open because it was too damn cold.
He probably just seen the streets there was there wasn't nobody on the street. He's like, this the first day. We gonna make it happen today. Damn fool.
He didn't think that out, man. He think that out for real.
He
smoked the good wood on the way to Subway, and then on the way back, it sounded good, but it just didn't make sense. Then they ran up on him and had a news thing. Come on, man. Nah, man.
He remember what they said when they ran off and all this shit. He put too much in it too. Somehow they were Trump haters and all types of shit.
Yeah, he did too much, man. He did too much, for real.
He was trying to make that shit go viral. He made it go viral, but it just shot back on his brain.
Right. Now let's go over some things where people try to pass something off as real and it's fake, but let's get down to the people that's really behind it. Now, both of y'all remember Milli Vanilli?
Yeah.
Now what from your recollection, what happened that went wrong with Milli Vanilli?
Yeah, well, hold on. I'm young on this situation, but was he singing and wasn't singing on the mic or something like that?
No, they got exposed lip singing.
Lip singing, yeah, lip singing.
So they weren't really performing. They was doing like a real live concert, and then something happened with the mic or the audio or something, and then they was just up there looking stupid, like in front of thousands of people. In front of thousands of people, man. Like, that's what I remember happening.
Right. But tell me this, who was behind them?
I don't know.
You know who was actually behind them? Clive Davis.
Okay, what label do he run?
Clive Davis, who essentially was behind LaFace. LaFace is essentially behind Outkast and TLC and all of them.
Okay.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah, they called him the devil. They called Clive Davis the devil or some shit like that. I had seen him sit there at some kind of like little blog thing, like if you type his name up, they were like Clive Davis the devil or some shit. They were saying about him. But he was probably trying to out them folks anyway. They probably went like really saying it, like, you know what I'm saying, taking their order right, you know what I'm saying? You don't take the order right, they gonna out your fuck good.
That's true.
It's just like any game, like you don't take their order right, they gonna punish your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't believe in gangs and shit like that. Like, nah, you can't run me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you get into that type of shit, you don't do the right shit, they gonna out your ass.
Right.
So
We used to call it violations. You on the violations, man. You on the violations, man.
Just like, think about when you join the military. You're the government's property, essentially, then. It ain't like, oh, okay, I'm about to go back home. No, you're not. You're their property now.
Right. You gonna get a dishonorable discharge. All my cousins got dishonorable discharge. They tried to go through this shit, and all on way back to this. And that shit, they couldn't do that shit. That's how I know they break your ass and rebuild it. That's why I say, like, them folks in the military, man, them folks ain't regular people no more. Like, I don't care who you know. It's certain shit they can never talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I'm a nosy motherfucker. I be trying to ask all the questions. But especially when I get around somebody who's been in the military and shit.
I'm a nosy motherfucker.
I ain't gonna lie. On shit like that, I be wanting to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know they break you and rebuild you, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because if I get on the street, then I'm a cold motherfucker because that man, I can break a motherfucker and rebuild them how I want to rebuild. You know what I'm saying? And this is being real. You know what I'm saying? So if they doing this to men, just think about how they what you can do with a woman. You know what I'm saying? If you use their technique on a woman, you know what I'm saying? Or on anything, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta have sex out there, you know what I'm saying?
Well, look at it like this. I don't know if you've seen Full Metal Jacket. I don't know if you've seen Full Metal Jacket, but you know, the dude that was fucking up in Full Metal Jacket, if you ain't watch it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. He was fucking up in the training once they got into the thing. And the drill sergeant was like, well, you know what? For him fucking up, y'all got to do all this other shit. You know, he could get to, you know, still keep fucking up and having snacks and shit like that. What do you think that's gonna do if the whole platoon got to do all this heavy work and you're not doing shit? What do you think that's gonna do?
Make everybody turn against you and whoop your ass.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a part of the breaking. Almost like turning the whole world against you. You're going to get in line because the whole world's going to come down on you. Do you want that? Do you really want that?
Yeah. It's just like when I was the boy getting locked up and shit, and now they were like, man, you finna go through hell. You know what I'm saying? Because I was locked up a couple of niggas from the military. They were like, man, you get locked up in the military, no folks finna make your ass. Damn, man, you ain't gonna be able to do one push-up when they get through doing, like, whatever they go through, you know what I'm saying? They probably work them out the death and all that shit. I ain't heard about nothing else but, like, make them work out to the point that they can't, you know what I'm saying, really move no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, they said that's how they drill sergeants really just be on their ass if they get locked up or something. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why police be like, man, you in the military, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to give you a chance, and them boys be happy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? If they get caught, something like that.
I was gonna spin off though when it comes to the military breaking folks. I don't know if you really look at it, but like they ain't got no repercussions. You know what I'm saying? Like they can do what they do, and they not under the law. You know what I'm saying? They got their own law, their own police, and their own everything. So it ain't the same as if you just your average common man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like they get out of jail first though. That's one thing I noticed. When they go to quit their first time, all the military boys, all they don't do nothing stupid. Like they get out of jail first. You know what I'm saying?
No, I was talking about their breaking process. I was talking about their breaking process as far as like learning it and trying to implement it. It's kind of not the same though, because you know what I'm saying. We under our constitutional law. When you in the military, what they doing, they got their own courts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you thought about that. I just want to throw that out there. You know, so probably, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I already know about that. I'm going to tell you another thing. You know, every city that got a big military, they do not go under regular law. They go under their law anyway. Like, they got their own rules and everything. If you move to a city that's got a military that's like a base, a big base in their military, man, that city, they already have their own law. Like Washington, they got their own law. Columbus, Georgia, they got their own laws. Like you go through their city and go bullshit, it's gonna be a whole other situation. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
a lot of folks don't know this.
Go ahead, Rick.
No, I wasn't saying nothing. I was listening to y'all.
Oh, okay. I thought you was gonna say something.
No.
No, I was just saying, you know, like even if you learn the process, it ain't gonna be the same results because they ain't got no repercussions to when they breaking nobody. You know what I mean? Like they work for the state, they work for the government. You know what I mean? They doing any job how they want to do it or whatever. So you could learn it, but you know, putting it in practice ain't gonna really be the same because you know, let's just say it was a woman, she can call them folks on you. You know what I mean? You can't call the folks on nobody in the military. Like you can't. Oh, my sergeant doing this, and he made me feel something. Nah, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I already see it. I see exactly on this. I'm just saying doing the halfway of what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Cause if you notice how those folks got number of respect for they start damaging shit in their face, and they son, and they take it. You know, I'm supposed to take that shit. Man, some of them, not everybody, man, not everybody. Some of them, the majority. You crazy as fuck. At least they already up there on that ladder. When you start off, look folks, they talk to you and they be getting in your face. Like, you don't they do. Go through. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you first get in there, when you a little peon, when you first get in there, you gonna have the respect for those folks. You know what I'm saying? You better not walk off and think you just finna go home. Nigga, you ain't at, what do you think? You at a playground, nigga? This shit real. You ain't gonna walk up and go nowhere. You gonna do what we tell you to do, boy. You gonna do what I say do, boy. Sir, my ass. That's why I couldn't go my damn self. Hell nah, I can't do it.
Hey, let me add something. Like, hey, everybody that's catching the replay, I gotta mute it real quick. He was in movies. He was in a lot of movies.
No, he was loved. Okay. They love that man. They love the shit out that man. So of course, I believe he would have been like a good Terminator. And then he was in good shape back then, and you know he was a mind back then. But he probably turned his back on the wrong person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They had to spank his ass and put him back in place.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. That makes sense. Everybody who jump out of place, they gonna spank their and put them back in place.
Mm-hmm.
Already. I agree. Look how they doing that other football play. We back on regular week.
Yeah, we back on. We back on now. Matter of fact, let me close it off. Hey, we're gonna continue to talk, but you know, ain't nobody really interacting because you know them people weren't letting people in. But hey, everybody done catch this on a replay. I'll start posting up when I'm about to go live, so people have a better notice to know when to come in. Join us again on Two Kudan. I'm out.